We are now recording.
Excellent. Thank you for telling me, because I was going to sue you for not telling me.
Okay.
Or something.
Little nest egg. Oh, hang on. That's the spider. I'm just checking it's on the other. Okay. You're on the other side of the door. Okay. Enjoy crawl time. I'm telling you, I'm going to go medieval at the weekend because there's some spiders on the office door.
Oh, no.
The apocalypse is coming for them and they don't even know it. You go and make your lovely little webs.
You say they don't even know it, but there could be like a tiny spider Idris Elba being like, we're cancelling the apocalypse and building a giant robot to kill you with as you speak.
Don't say that.
Terrifying.
Someone
Why did I say it? I hate spiders.
I was going to say, someone who's scared of spiders should not say that sort of shit to someone else scared of spiders, that they're going to build like a giant spider robot.
Oh, nightmare. Lovely listeners, welcome to season 2 episode 19 of Stace and Barry in the morning. We've been on a massive break because life got in the way. Life really got in the way, but hey, we're back now, and it's me, Stace, and also him, Barry.
It's me, B, Barry, Nuge, the Black Apocalypse.
Wow, that sounds like a plague.
Well, to be fair, that's how some people describe me anyway. It's plague on mankind.
Rude.
Yeah.
Rude.
Shout out to my brothers.
I prefer Scourge. Don't you think Scourge sounds good?
Scourge does sound good. I like Scourge. It's a good word.
Anyway, how are you doing, Mr. Nugent? Good answer.
Yeah, good answer. But yeah, so according to the government, I'm COVID-free, so that's good. And I am currently absolutely loving Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4.
Ah, I think you picked that as like your pick of the thingamajig in the last episode we did 30 years ago or whenever it was.
Yes, I did. And I can't really pick that every episode. If I could, I would, because it's good. Oh, that rhymed.
I thought you might throw in another line just to rhyme again, but oh well. Missed opportunity there.
I know. I'm not that good.
I will let you off. I have not been playing any video games, even though I bought Medieval for the PS4 and was played 2 levels of it and then got pissed off with myself and stopped, and I haven't touched it since. What I need is somebody to play video games for me, because I enjoy solving the puzzles and watching people, but I am 1000% crap at actually carrying a character through the game without dying repeatedly.
I found now when I was sort of younger, I say younger, like a couple of years ago, I'd always play a game on whatever the normal level was, standard level, whatever. That's what I'd play the game on.
Mm.
But I found as I'm getting older that I can't be asked, that I want to enjoy the story of the game. So for some games, I've slipped down to easy. And what I'm really enjoying that some games do, and I find it a little bit patronising. I can't think what game it was I was playing, where I died so many times that it gave me the option of putting down my difficulty level.
Aww.
And I got proper, no, fuck you, man. I don't need your help. I can do this. And then another 5 attempts. Maybe I'll just crank it down to easy just for this one. Just this once. But I've now finished the Spider-Man game.
Oh, excellent.
Which was, if Ghost of Tsushima hadn't have come along, I would have had that down as my personal game of the year. But but Ghost of Tsushima's giving it a run for its money.
Nice.
Mm.
I've just been watching other people play Fall Guys on the internet because it's so much fun.
What's Fall Guys?
Oh my gosh, Fall Guys is an adorable little like battle royale type game, but instead of being like horrendous where you have to murder each other, it's like adorable and cute, and you have to like finish like little assault coursey puzzly game things, and everybody's like a pudgy little potato man in an outfit, and you're all running around on brightly coloured things that fling you about the place or do you a murder. It's very much fun. And our friend Rob Jackson did some art direction on it, I think.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he did. Ah, I didn't realise that was the game.
Oh,
Ah,
it's so good. It is so. I haven't played it myself yet because I am so notoriously shit at games. But I have been watching a lot of like Let's Players playing it because it's just so much fun to watch. So daft. I love it.
and it's on the is it on the PS4 and the Xbox?
Yes, I think so.
Ah.
I'm saying that confidently, but I have no fucking idea.
You're really hoping that I wasn't going to ask you that, were you?
Yeah, it's definitely on one of them because Rich has both and he's played it, so.
Okay, it's good. Good to know. So I've got a 50-50 shot. That's good to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
anyway. Yes.
none of this was a segment.
No.
Should we roll on to one?
Yeah. Let's move on from the Stace and Barry making up shit segment to an actual segment.
We did have a video game segment, but it never got a name. Anyway, let's do pick of the fortnight. Pick of the fortnight.
Do you want to go first? Because I've done a lot of talking.
Okay, I'll let you have a little rest because I know if you talk too much, you'll do a cough.
Yeah.
I saw a movie over the weekend with a terrible title, but it's actually really very good. And it is called #Alive. I wish films didn't put hashtags and such in them because it bothers me. But but there we are. You know, I almost didn't watch it because of that. But then I saw that it had been getting quite a lot of good reviews, so I gave it a whirl. And it is a South Korean zombie movie, and it is about a video game streamer trying to survive during a zombie apocalypse. So, like, you know how most zombie movies are like, oh, we're going to follow this guy who's like somehow had military training and has got a gun, or like, oh, we're going to follow this other person who, I don't know, used to be a policeman, so she knows how to do a shoot or whatever. So it's all very sort of like shooty, runny
Yeah.
round. This is nothing like that because obviously he's a video game streamer and he lives in an apartment, and so like a portion of the movie is about him trying to survive just in the apartment without A, getting food, and B, zombies breaking in. And then another portion of the film is about him trying to sort of like get to the roof to get rescued because he's got this idea that like this helicopter's going to come along and rescue him. And it is very much told from the point of view of like someone who is modern type savvy, as in savvy with technology, and but maybe not so much the like physical / weapon type savvy.
Okay.
So I kind of hate to say that it's like, oh, it's like a modern take on a zombie movie, because that would put me off if somebody said that to me. I'd be like, oh, who gives a shit? But it does feel very different to like your normal ones, where it's all people running around and shooting things and whatnot, and explosions and what have you. Because I also watched Peninsula, which is the sequel to Train to Busan.
I've still not seen Train to Busan.
Oh, mate, I think it is my favourite zombie movie ever. But Peninsula, I would 100% say, just probably don't even bother. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, it's like, because the problem is, it doesn't do any of the stuff. I don't want to spoil Train to Busan for you, but it doesn't do any of the stuff that makes Train to Busan like good and different to most zombie movies. And it resorts to doing a lot of like what I would say was video game-esque stuff, like where like there's a couple of extended like car chase sequences where somebody's just driving fast into very CGI zombies, and it's not very interesting after like a minute.
Right.
Just a lot of that sort of stuff, but it's still not like a bad film, but it's like so not even a patch on Train to Busan. But I think that's one of the reasons why I really liked hashtag Alive as well, even though it's got such a shit title, because it's not that sort of like frantic driving around, running around. Even though these zombies are the running, scary kind.
Yeah.
Um, Not that like shambling zombies aren't scary, but I'd be more frightened of one that was running at me.
Yeah, and I'd be. I mean, zombies scare me full stop. Just to make that distinction clear.
Yeah.
However, when I first saw 28 Days Later,
Mm.
that was the first time I saw zombies who actually did cardio and could run.
Yeah.
And that suddenly I thought, okay, that's a whole new level of terror that I hadn't even thought of.
Yeah, because like as much as I would be terrified if I saw a zombie, like even though I am not very physically fit, I feel like I could outrun like like the zombies in the Resident Evil video games that shamble about the place. I think I could outrun one of them, but I definitely couldn't outrun like a tyrant or like one of these scary South Korean
No,
zombies. Not
no.
yeah, they're a nightmare. But yeah, so that's my pick of the fortnight. The film was surprisingly very good.
Okay. I'm torn between my picks. So I'll say quickly, have you seen the Umbrella? Have you seen any of the Umbrella Academy?
I watched the first episode and it wasn't for me. And I didn't like the comics either, so I haven't gone any further with it.
Okay. So I may not use that as my pick. So quickly, I've watched the Umbrella Academy. Well, I watched the second season of Umbrella Academy and I really enjoyed it. But I think a bit like the first one, for me, both of them took a little while to get going.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I was in, and I was like, I was really enjoying it.
Mm.
But so that's kind of hard. So this is a pick, but it's kind of half a pick. So my other half, weirdly, which isn't an actual like TV show or anything, it's just a trailer. It's just because I'm so excited about it, and it's the trailer for the season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Oh shit, bro!
Boom!
Holy shit snacks! How can anything be so goddamn cute?
Oh,
Get it? It's so cute.
well, I try. You know.
Yes, I definitely meant you.
Yeah, I'm proper excited,
Mm.
and I didn't even realise it was coming out next month.
Yeah, I don't know. Like they must have like sort of made that really early because a lot of stuff shut down production because of COVID, obviously.
Mm,
So I'm quite surprised that they've managed to like bust this out so fast.
yeah,
It's quite impressive.
I mean, I suppose maybe with a lot of the sci-fi stuff, I suppose a lot of the acting, he puts in inverted commas, and all that sort of stuff, they would have done ages back, and probably what they're in was like post-production, with the kind of adding all the
Mm.
special effects and all the rest of it. So maybe that's why they were able to sort of get it in. But whatever the reason, I am hugely grateful that A, I can watch it, and B, that finally Disney Plus is going to start earning some of the money I've been paying into it.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited for this. I like yeah, season one was like one of my favourite shows of the year. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and I think if have you watched any of the like the Clone Wars? Oh no, I think we had this conversation before, and you said you hadn't, had you? Like the Clone Wars.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't got the brains for that many different characters and storylines and such.
But I think you'll need to get the brains, maybe borrow them off someone,
Mhm.
because what Dave Filoni is like the showrunner, he's known for. All of his shows, all of those kinds, always start the same way. The first season is very kind of static's the wrong word, but the story is quite small,
Mm.
and then as it goes on, season by season by season, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and the stakes get higher and higher. And I think just when I watched this trailer for season 2, I was like, "Nah, I see what you're doing. You're doing the same trick, and I don't mind because I love that goddamn trick that you do." Um, Yeah, because you can just see, even from the trailer, you can just see that it's getting bigger.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal. Like, because when the trailer came out, like Rich texted me and he was like, "Oh, have you watched the trailer for this yet?" And I was like, "Oh no," because I feel like I know what I'm gonna get. You know, it's gonna be good, isn't it? It's the Mandalorian. And then he was like, "Shut up, watch it." So I shut up and I watched it, and then I was like, "Oh, like when is it? Is it now?
Is it today?
Is
Is it
it
downstairs?
is it Mandalorian time yet?" Yeah, no, it does look kind of phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that some of the sort of extra characters, some of the other characters that were in the first season are sort of back again, because I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if there would be. So, because I really like some of those. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I'm gutted that the pig guy's not back because I loved him.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely loved him, and I thought maybe somehow he's come back from the nope,
Nope.
gutted.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Gutted. Even that last episode, when he found it, I thought maybe he'll get back there and he's kind of still alive. And the next minute you see him digging his grave. I was like, oh man,
Yeah, that's pretty final.
gutted. Anyway,
Anyway.
bacon, anyone? Hey-hoo.
Oh, too soon, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it was, was a little bit harsh. Shall we move on to book corner, which I can just about do because before my lungs fall out.
Oh no. Of course.
So, book corner is me. I've read a book.
Ooh.
Yay! Which I wanted to just give just a quick mention because this is one of my book picks of the year. Don't get too excited. It's not like I've read a lot of books this year, but however,
His book pick of two.
hey, it's not far off. Don't diss the rule of two. So this is called Captain Moxley and the Embers of the Empire.
Okay.
Which is written by Dan Hanks and is published by Angry Robot. The blurb is, in post-war 1952, the good guys are supposed to have won, but not everything is as it seems when ex-Spitfire pilot Captain Samantha Moxley is dragged into a fight against a shadowy US government agency she used to work for. Now, with former Nazis and otherworldly monsters on her trail, Captain Moxley is forced into protecting her archaeologist sister in the race to retrieve two ancient keys that will unlock the secrets of a long-lost empire. To ensure a civilization-destroying weapon doesn't fall into the wrong hands, but what will she have to sacrifice to save the world?
Now, I have to ask, did you write this under a pseudonym? Because it feels like somebody reached into your brain and went, oh, hello, I'll make a story out of
that. And literally, as I was reading this book, I kind of like, why haven't I written this? Why didn't I write this?
You like 99.9% having the time of your life reading this book and 0.1% raging jealousy.
Yeah, pretty much. Looking at my own books going, God damn you, you had one job.
Oh, it does sound rather good, to be fair.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. And the thing is that even with that fantastic blurb, which is right up my street, if the prose is rubbish, it doesn't matter how good the blurb is.
Yeah.
And I think pulp adventure, I think it's a particular kind of prose. It's not that easy to write. I think a lot of people sometimes think this kind of like adventure books are quite easy to write, but they're not. And there's what I liked about it is it starts off with quite a big kind of action set piece involving a seaplane. Oh, and the minute I read that, I'm like, I'm in. And it must have been like 10 pages, and I'm like, I'm in.
Brilliant.
I knew I was gonna love this book. And what was interesting was I was actually talking to the author sort of on Twitter, sending little messages and stuff. And there are so many. If you know your pulp adventure, be it films, be it TV shows, there are so many Easter eggs in there. It's untrue, and you can see where certain things are are based on, and there's a heavy Raiders influence in there. But what I quite like again is, yes, it's influenced by these things, but it's not a slave to them.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of goes its own way, and I quite like that with the main sort of character, Samantha Moxley, is that she's already kind of done a lot of shit before the story's even started.
Yeah.
And in many ways, it's almost her kind of at the end of her. She's not old, but it's kind of like her at the end of her career, kind of thing, with this dodgy US agency. And then she kind of gets drawn back in, and that's the sort of thing I quite like. That I like that it's not a
the I'm too old for this shit type story.
Yeah, she's just that's what I mean, and she's just kind of beat up and a bit grizzled and a bit like, really, okay, one more time then. And I just love that kind of character, and so you don't get that hero's journey arc.
Yeah.
Which I can sometimes feel, sometimes can make me drag a bit. I quite like where you don't have that. Although on the flip side, you kind of get that a little bit with her sister.
Yeah.
Because even though her sister is an archaeologist, she's not an Indiana Jonesy character. She's kind of getting pulled into it, and her and her sister don't necessarily get on, and it's almost got that kind of Last Crusade vibe, like in a similar way with Indy and his dad, so they're kind of at each other's throats a lot of the time. But yeah, it's just great. It's a rollicking adventure, well paced, lovely action, well recommended.
Nice. I thought of you the other day because I know you're not watching the show and fully get why, but there was an episode of Lovecraft Country where the whole episode was very much like a pulpy adventure where they're all like having a little sort of recce in some catacombs under a museum trying to find some like ancient scrolls and shit. And I was like, oh, Barry, I'd love this. Yeah, it's just that one episode because like a lot of it is like supernatural horror or like haunted housey type stuff, but there was this one episode that was like, let's just fucking throw a pulp adventure in here, why not? I was like, all right, I'll take that.
You might have to tell me what episode it is, and maybe I might just like get over myself and watch that one episode.
Just watch that one. Yeah, to be fair, it is good. But anyway, yeah, that I might pick that up. I've got like, well, I say pick that up. What I mean is put it on my Amazon wish list because I just got 8 books for my birthday that are blatantly going to take me a while to read.
Book number 9 then.
Yeah, I'll get it for Christmas and I'll have read like one of the books I had for my birthday and be like, oops, failed at that. Excellent. Do we have time for a little musical musing? Super quickie cookie?
Yeah, let's do a super quickie.
Music. I have recently joined the ranks of people who were total dickheads and didn't watch Cobra Kai when it first came out on YouTube Red, but have now started watching it. And it's pretty good, yeah.
It
is. So my musical musing for this week is actually the end theme tune, which is called Strike First, and it's by Leo Birenberg and Zach Robinson, and it is the epitome of like 80s synth rock karate sounds.
What's it called? Strike First?
Strike First, yeah.
I don't think I've it because I still need to watch season 2. I watched season 1 when it was on YouTube and really enjoyed it, but I don't think I ever heard the end credits.
Oh, it's great. Like, it's just so 100% the kind of thing you would think of when thinking of Karate Kid and Cobra Kai.
Okay.
Like, and it's like the kind of song that I reckon I could put on a treadmill and get real pumped. I wish they would do like a real extended version, because the version, well, even the extended version is only a minute long, but I wish there was like a full like 5-minute version where it's all like badass guitar solos and synths and people going Hwah! In the background. Like,
you got to strike first.
There's no lyrics to it, but like no, it is literally just like a rad like 80s soundtrack piece of music with occasionally people going Hwah! On it. It's great. I love it. It really makes me want to kick something.
Right, I know what I'll be listening to.
Honestly, you'll listen to it and you'll be like, why aren't there 4 more minutes of this? I might petition the makers of it.
Yeah, I reckon sooner or later they probably will bring out something with lyrics. There should be.
Oh yeah, where it's all like a pushing to the limit, Wah! Like. Oh, God. Anyway, yes, it's good.
Sorry, I can't get Push It to the Limit out of my head now.
Oh, it's such a good song.
Yeah.
Walk along the razor's edge. Anyway.
And to the limit.
Oh, dear.
Right, my musical musing. I'm actually going to go back because of what you've just said. I'm going to go back to my original pick.
Look at you, Mr. Can't Make His Mind Up.
I know. I actually had that. So my musical musing is an old 80s TV show. That's why I've gone back to it.
Excellent.
To me, this was the fit in the realm of what I'm calling super vehicle shows. This was kind of like the Dirty Stepchild, really, because you had Knight Rider, you had Airwolf, and then you had Street Hawk. Do you remember Street Hawk?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
You've never heard of Street Hawk?
No.
Right, but you've heard of Airwolf and you've heard of Knight Rider, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, Street Hawk was a bike. I can't remember if the guy who rode it was an ex-cop. Let's say he's an ex-cop. He probably wasn't. But it was this state-of-the-art super bike that could go really, really fast. Like he had this thing where it could go. I think it was called Super Pursuit Mode or Hyper Thrust or something like that. And basically it went really, really fast. And like it went so fast it could only be controlled by a computer or something when it was going super fast. I think the bike was bulletproof. I can't remember now exactly. But the theme music I remember being really cool at the time. Really kind of electro heavy. It's by opening theme is by called Le Parc by Tangerine Dream. That nothing says 80s like Tangerine Dream.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just full on electro music. Yeah, so that's my choice.
Excellent.
Oh, I just want to try something. Alexa, can you play the theme from Street Hawk?
Street Hawk, a production by Destroyer from Spotify.
Well, that's not what it is. No, that's not what it is. Alexa, shut up. That didn't work.
Alexa, do one. We've just set off so many people's Alexas.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
Yeah, apologies. Right then.
Cool, blimey. That was an episode of Stace and Barry in the Morning, wasn't it?
It was. There it goes. Bye-bye, episode.
Whoosh, that's the sound it made as it whizzed by. Yeah. Hey, it's good to be back.
Taking it to the limit.
Walk along the razor's edge. Don't hold back or use your edge. It's something. I don't remember the words. Where
does it come from anyway? I can't remember now.
I know it from the movie Scarface, weirdly enough.
By Paul Engelman.
By someone, yeah.
Walk along the razor's edge, but don't look down, just keep your head or you'll be finished.
There you go. Those seem like more sensible words than the ones I said.
Wow.
On that beautiful dulcet note, everybody, have a ruddy, lovely Saturday or whatever day it is that you're listening to this. And we love you. And yeah, bye.
Bye all.
I was going to do another Alexa command then, but I thought that'd be pretty mean.
Yeah. Don't want to get hate mail.
Alexa, play Strike First.